Yo, so picture this. Imagine you're a 10-year-old kid and you're looking for that gear to turn Pirate Colosseum back on, and you remember this and you come here and this isn't the gear. Imagine how mad you would be. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Colosseum. Last episode, we defeated the Colosseum and got nonchalantly brought to the enemy team base where we were supposed to receive a Shadow Pokemon. We didn't receive the Shadow Pokemon, but we stole the Shadow Pokemon, which is pretty cool. This episode, kind of hug this wall so you don't have to challenge her. If you want XP, you can challenge her, but you don't need it. We have to go through a gauntlet of trainers this episode. Now, what I was doing over at the beginning, I was going to get a bunch of Great Balls. I literally just spent all my money and I bought 24 Great Balls because I realized Pokeballs suck. Respect to the people that like catch Pokemon in Pokeballs, because whew, that life is not for me. So with this episode, we do have a whole butt ton of trainer battles that we got to do. So I thought up until a point it'd be pretty cool to what's the words I'm looking for? It'd be pretty cool to just speed it up. And then I do have something I kind of want to talk about, so I'll talk about that. And if there's still any more dry time or fill time, I'll just play music. You guys can jam out while you watch me battle. But yeah, there is gonna be actual, normal walkthrough stuff this episode, so no worries about that. I'm just trying to finish this battle up real quick because they're actually nice enough to give you a PC and a box storage. And before we go on, there is a little something I want to talk about. Not too important, but just a little something, Yeah, I don't know. I'm literally just trying to kill time, waiting for this knocked out or this hoot to faint. All right. Yep. Too strong for you. Don't care. Alright, give me your money. Let's go. Yeah, you do need to level up more. Alright, so down here, I wanted to show the state of my Shadow Pokemon. As you can see, we have a few of them that are ready to go. They are members of the team now. So I did put a little thought into this as if I want to switch them out, or if I want to keep them on the team for now. And I actually think I'm going to switch out Coll. Coll is a permanent member of the team, but personally, I don't think we're going to need him for this area. And I would rather just throw out another Pokemon. We're going to use, yeah, because this is going to be the only time I get to use Quagsire. I just want to kind of work on some Shadow Pokemon passively. And like I said, we're not going to be using Coll through this first part. I am going to grab him for the second part of this journey. But until then, he's going to take a little much needed rest. Anyway, though, I've talked long enough. I'm going to talk some more, but the game's going to go faster. So I will see you guys. For me, what will be probably, I don't know, 20 minutes. For you guys, it should be about 6. So I wanted to talk about why this game, even as old as it is still one of my favorite Pokemon games. And that's because of something this game wasn't afraid to do. As you guys have probably already come to know, or if you already play this game already know, this is the most edgy Pokemon game out there, by far. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think the game was definitely aimed towards maybe a little bit older crowd that still enjoyed Pokemon. But I think it captured it really, really well. I mean, the main protagonist is, let's not even get into a debate, is the coolest main protagonist out of all the series. I don't care about Red. I don't care about the Emerald one. I don't care about the girl from like Gen 5 or whatever that everyone loves. I don't care about any of them. This protagonist, Wes, is the coolest one by far. The game is difficult with the shadow Pokemon aspect. A lot of the difficulty, in my opinion, is just really in the boss fights and mostly the late game boss fights. But a big concern people have with this game is the level spike difficulty. And I'm here to tell you, the level spike really isn't as bad as people make it out to be. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff that's going to make you underleveled. Yes, but that's kind of how it is in a lot of games. And a lot of older games don't exactly tell you where to go, which kind of is what is the thrill of them. The thrill of exploring, the thrill of finding things, the thrill of not being told about something, but something still being there. And that's what I feel like the newer Pokemon games have really gone away from. They don't, like, you can still explore, especially in Scarlet and Violet, you can explore, but they kind of tell you to go everywhere that has a reason to go, which I don't mind it, but at the same time, I really enjoyed. By the way, I don't know if you saw right there, 5 Great Balls from the item chest is absolutely insane. Anyway, I don't hate it, but at the same time, I don't necessarily love the holding your hand so tightly thing the newer Pokemon games have done. I do enjoy challenge. I do enjoy a tough Pokemon game. I know a lot of ROM hacks and fan games made have a lot of the challenge that a lot of the main story Pokemon games have been missing. But wouldn't it just be easy for the developers of Pokemon games to just add like a hard mode or add like a normal mode to their games and just make the movesets a little bit better and make the levels a little bit higher? Just add a level cap in main series games. Like, I'm not sure how much that takes to program. I'm not huge on the computer industry and programming and all that, but I'm assuming they have the team to do it. That's just my thing. But like I said, this being one of my favorite Pokemon games, definitely, I think it's number 2. I think it's number 2 for sure. You can argue with this and XD both being number 2. Same region, same premise, just different games. One came out a little bit later. But just like the difficulty of it, the atmosphere is what drives me back to it. I think that's what keeps my favoritism at an all-time high with this game, is the atmosphere. You can't go to another Pokemon game and get the same atmosphere as you do from Colosseum and XD, but primarily Colosseum. And that's what I think Pokemon should do. I know with Black and White was the same thing. I think when they announced it, they said they want to aim towards a slightly older audience. And Pokemon's got to realize that you got grown-ass adults that like playing your game. Also, screw this battle with Tati. The Horsey knows Dragon Dance, the Oddish knows Petal Dance, and the Sandshrew knows the Sandshrew knows Swords Dance. That's just deadly. Anyway, though, Pokemon, don't be afraid to make a little bit more of a mature game, because a lot of your fans are literally grown adults now. And I get you gotta appeal to the kiddies, but there's a way to make a game a little more mature, but still make it acceptable for kids. You gotta just find the happy medium. And as one Pokemon fanatic to another, I'm just asking you to maybe hear my request and just put a little thought into it. They probably won't. Nobody from Nintendo will probably ever watch this video, but who knows? Anyway, battle's about done. I'm gonna... Actually, it's like really about done, so we're just gonna cut right back into live commentary right after this is over. Alrighty, and we're back after that first onslaught of battles. And now we're up on the roof. Can't go that way, so let's go in here. This is where we saw that meeting taking place. Darling, aren't you one of Ducking's people? What made you think you could simply waltz in here? Such a silly boy. Where's Miror B? I'm taking him down. Take him down? After the beating you took? That's too funny. You wait, I'm gonna drive all you out of this town. Ooh, such a feisty boy. Don't tell me we gotta take your Pokemon hostage to make you settle down like we did with dunking. What? Oh, hello there. Oh, we seem to be getting a lot of unexpected company today. But that's no excuse for being a bad host. Alright, so we have Miror B Peons. These are different than any other normal Cipher Peon. No, they're not different at all. But they have Shadow Pokemon, which makes them interesting. Yay! The first of these Shadow Pokemon being Shadow Remoraid. Now, the first thing you're going to see, I hope you see, is this thing is only level 20. Now, that is going to instantly make people write this thing off, and that is not fair to it 100% at all. It is actually a really good Pokemon if you give it the love that it needs. Now, like I said, you can't level up Pokemon until you purify it, so it's kind of useless. To be fair, it's useless until right before the second boss fight. Ooh, I should not have confused it. I did not know it was going to do that much damage to itself. Anyway, if you give this thing the time that it needs and the love that it deserves, it evolves into Octillery pretty much once you purify it. And it becomes a beautiful mixed attacker. When I say beautiful, I truly mean like it could really do just about anything. If I think it can learn Earthquake. I'm not sure if it can learn Earthquake. I'm 99% sure it can. But if it can learn Earthquake, you have a very good Earthquake user. It has a fantastic moveset of Bubble Beam, Side Beam, and Aura Beam. It gets Ice Beam later on, which will be very useful for a lot of late game fights. And crazy fun fact, you can teach this thing Flamethrower. Now, to get the Flamethrower TM is a lot easier said than done, but if you want an Octillery with Flamethrower, it is fully possible. But yeah, if you're looking for a water type, a mixed attacker with a fantastic moveset, this is your guy. This is 100% your guy. You just got to remember, you got to give it the love that it needs. And picking up those Great Balls was, it was the best decision I ever did. I was going to try to use Pokeballs for, you know, a good portion of the game, but it is not the way to go with some of these tougher to catch Pokemon, especially when you got to worry about them chunking your HP. Yeah, my full recommendation is definitely have a lot of Pokeballs just for like oh shit moments when you don't have any balls except for Pokeballs, because you can get a lot of them for cheap. And money isn't an issue in this game, but you're not gonna have an abundance of it. Unfortunately, you don't get the amulet coin till very late. But yeah, that's Wreath defeated. How did that happen? Unbelievable. Well, you had the weakest shadow Pokemon in existence, or at least in this game. My Pokemon couldn't muster a thing. You're no ordinary trainer. Were you hired by Dunking as his bodyguards? Let me warn you, if you mess with us, you better be prepared to face the consequences. Now, Firma here has a Shadow Mantine. Now, let me tell you about Mantine. Before I did my challenge run, I thought Mantine was just some middle of the grade, not that good, kind of just mid-tier Pokemon. This thing is a BAMF! Like, seriously, it is an absolute unit. Special defense is off the board. And yeah, it has a dual or a quad weakness to lightning or electric, which isn't the best thing. its special defense is so high that it has the possibility of tanking a Thunderbolt or a Thunder. It's not likely, like if it's getting hit by like a Raichu or something, it's not going to happen for you, bud. But if it's getting hit by something with just like lightning coverage, it's really good. It also has a really good special attack stat to make use of that Bubble Beam. It has a really good speed stat. It gets supersonic. I believe it learns Confuse Ray a little bit later on, and you can teach it Toxic, and it is a beautiful user of that. It's such a beautiful user that this is going to be the 5th member of the team. Yep. I didn't want to have 5 members this early on, but you know, somebody had to be a different color and force his way onto the team. And that sounded a whole lot worse than what I meant. What I meant was someone wanted to be unique. That sounds bad too. Someone wanted to be shiny and make his way onto the team. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a safe one. Let's go into Quagsire actually. And then with this, let's try a Great Ball. The thing with Mantine is it has an extremely low catch rate. So this is going to be the toughest thing that you're going to have to snag for quite a while. Extremely difficult, as you can see. Like, you need to have the utmost skill to even think about performing a maneuver of what I just did. Simply pressing the A button over the Great Ball. So much skill. So much skill needed. Alright, let's Shadow Rush you, and let's keep on Thunder Shocking, because I don't want to go into Hyper Mode with Flaffy. I want to get consistent damage. Hyper Mode would be useful, though. It would help me sweep through this area a little bit faster. God, I love Quagsire. Just such a fantastic Pokemon. It's funny too because Firma has like Fur and Yama were both Shadow Pokemon that we've already encountered. So she is definitely, probably in my opinion, the strongest trainer up until this point. Yeah, with the Shadow Mantine too. I'm not sure if that Mantine has access to its Bubble Beam. If it does, then yeah, it's easily the most deadly because that Bubble Beam, it hurts. It definitely hurts. Alright, that's Yama down. Now we just gotta take care of good old Furret. Oh, look at that. The battle's over and you guys missed absolutely nothing except Quagsire going into Hyper Mode twice. What just happened? Unbelievable too. You're so cute. Wreath, let's make ourselves scarce for the time being. Righto, Firma. Ultra Super Fire Dash! Nyom! Hey, buddy. Ugh. Ow. Thank you. You saved me. Do you people know dunking? Did you not? I guess he didn't see us when we were hiding behind the bookcase. Okay, I'm a fool. I didn't know what was happening at all. They'd taken Dunking's Pokemon hostage. How could they do such a downright dirty, or something so downright dirty? That's why we're here. We came to rescue Plusle. I'm going to... ow, 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 ow. Not in your condition. You'll have to wait here. Hey, what up, Miror B? We meet again, kiddies. Miror B, you cowardly cheat. Cowardly cheat? That's so not true. Taking a hostage is a perfectly fine as a bargaining tactic. You call that a tactic? puzzle had better be okay. Oh, the darling couldn't be any safer if it tried. I'm sure it will come to adore me before too much longer. You gotta be kidding. Where is it? Give it back. No running or hiding from me. Come to the cave, that's where I'll be. I'll be waiting for you, my pretties. Alright. First, make sure you pick up the Iron File. Iron File S. Let's read it. Shadow Pokemon. A Shadow Pokemon is a Pokemon that has been made into a fighting machine by artificially shutting the door to its heart. What we didn't know is that Shadow Pokemon exude a dark aura that can't normally be seen by the human eye. Unfortunately, a girl with the ability to see this dark aura has been discovered. This is a major problem. The girl could be a huge obstacle for our Shadow Pokemon plan. A solution to this threat is urgently needed. Shadow Pokemon Lab Chief Ian. Alright guys, so we have our goal for next episode. We're gonna head in here. If you head in this way, you get into that back room that was locked off. And there's an item here. And as you guys can see, item boxes are really good. Yeah, item boxes are really good. That is a one-way door, by the way, so you will have to run all the way around, but it's fine. Anyway, guys, like I said, we have our objective for next episode. We are going to be going to do the cave portion of this trial. Let's put both of them back on our team. Alright, we're going to get rid of Makahita, and we're going to get rid of Noctowl. Alright, guys. So, I hope you enjoyed. I know there wasn't a lot of commentaries, a lot of just you chilling, watching a bunch of battles. That's kind of how the few parts of this game are. I'm going to try to find stuff to talk about during those segments. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time for more Pokemon Colosseum.